Hey Nick, how you doing?
Hey, doing well. How are you?
Good, good. I wanted to introduce you to everybody as, if you don't mind, you're basically, in our world, the French drain man of North Carolina.
It's the greatest honor you could give me. Thank you. Yeah,
Well, you know, your orders are showing that, you're adhering to all of our install practices for the most part. Nick's doing downspouts, he's doing full roof runoff systems, he's doing yard drains, he's doing French drains, he'll put in outdoor sump pump systems. I mean, did I cover everything? Pretty much anything, probably drainage.
pretty much everything drainage, culverts. We're doing more culverts now. We have a lot of those booked up now because of the huge rain events. So, yeah, that anything drainage related. That's all we do. We don't really venture out into the other parts of landscaping industry. We stay right here and we're really good at it.
When Nick puts an order in for pipe and leaf filters and catch basins pop-ups, he's ordering full semis, and that's a 53-foot truck full. And so this guy's the real deal, is what I'm trying to say. He's putting in a lot of yard drains. You're doing a lot of work, Nick.
Well, praise God, it's been going great, and thank you. We really love your materials. We love working with them. The blue pipe is by far the best single wall pipe that's out there, and we've been really it's been really helped by all the innovations you're making in the market. So it helps us move faster, makes a higher quality install, happier customers, more reliable systems. It's good.
And I wanted to make sure that people in North Carolina knew, if you are given a quote for a French drain system and it's just something that's not in the budget, opposed to not doing anything, I want people to know, if you have standing water, Nick can run a series of catch basins on a solid pipe, and you're not hauling in stone and you're not hauling off clay, and he could take it to an outdoor sump pump system and discharge it somewhere to where it's not going to do the property damage that it's now doing. I think that's important, and we don't stress it enough. I haven't stressed it enough over the years, and I know that this year I'm going to stress it much more, that even for here in Michigan, we give someone a French drain estimate. People are like, look, I have a baby on the way. I mean, we're a young couple. This is our starter home. It's just not in the cards for us. Have a talk with Nick. If you need to do a yard drain versus a French drain, there's ways to take care of extreme pooling and ponding, water in the backyard that's standing. You can drain that down and dry up the yard quicker with the yard drains. I think it's important for the DIYers and the homeowners in your service area to know a good contractor is always going to have a lot of work in front of them. Be patient. It's worth the wait. The good contractors are always going to be booked out. That's not a bad thing. I mean, if a contractor tells me he can be here next week, I'm worried. I'm like, what's this guy doing wrong that he don't have any work in front of him, that he can be at my house next week putting a yard drain system in? So if you're looking for a really good yard drain contractor like Nick, drain my lawn, you're going to have to be patient. He's always going to have work in front of him. I wouldn't doubt if Nick's sitting like 2 months booked out right now.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you for reinforcing that. Yeah, we're right now. We're booking a few months out at the current with all this crazy rain. So yeah, we're here. I know sometimes you have an emergency, and in those situations when your house is threatened, we'll work with you to kind of come up with an emergency band-aid until we can get out there and fix it for real.
We have the same thing here in Michigan. If a sump pump discharge line has failed and it's filling the yard with water, we will come up with a solution that's just, even if it's just, like you said, a nice temporary fix. And, we'll do our best to bump them up, knowing that this is something that you can't live with. I'm not sure like what your radius is. Why don't you share with everybody the areas you are servicing currently?
Yeah. So we're in Mint Hill, North Carolina. We're right on the east side of Charlotte, and we do about 25-mile radius from our shop is what we do. And then so that covers all of Charlotte, some of touching in the Fort Mill, South Carolina. We get Midland, North Carolina. We get into Concord, going up to Huntersville, and we can touch all of those spots into North Charlotte. So basically 25 miles from Mint Hill is our radius. And we're starting to come in contact with other contractors that are outside of our radius that also do drainage. And so, yeah, we're looking to kind of network there because, we just can't go anywhere past that. We're completely booked inside of ours, just taking care of what we have right here.
No, that's great to hear. That's great to hear. And that's key. If you have somebody that's 2 hours away that can service that area, and they're going to have the same issues. They're going to get calls in your service area. And if you guys can refer one another and you can trust one another to put your name next to his, I mean, that's pretty special when you can get a good network of good contractors going.
Right, absolutely, and it also helps. Yeah, so we have going to be meeting with one next week. He's interested in the French drain man pipe, all the high octane, and so to me, that's now I know that they care about their stuff, and they're thinking about it at a different level than other people are. So hopefully, we can make some of these connections coming up.
I want to remind everybody that Google reviews are so important when you're bringing in a yard drain contractor. There's a ton of guys out there where their Google reviews will tell you everything you need to know. You know, a 4 to 5 star company right in there is what you're shooting for. And a good contractor will have good reviews. You know, you're always going to have somebody that said, hey, they cut a sprinkler line. What I'm trying to say is there's no perfect, but we have the best intent. I know that you have great Google reviews. I have good Google reviews. Everybody who's in our network, you know, has good Google reviews. Honestly, you know, the way I did with you, I seen your videos on YouTube, caught my eye. So I started just seeing what the reviews were online. There is nothing bad. You know, everybody's really happy with your service. Your customers are extremely satisfied.
Yeah, that's right. It's been a big blessing. I know that one day there'll be something, but we really strive to serve our neighbors, and we do that. We really look at each one of our customers as what would we do for ourselves? How would I want to be treated? And so if there's an issue, we'll go out there. I'll tell folks if there's not a problem that we need to solve, I'll just tell them, look, you don't need to do this. Or if there's someone in that scenario you're telling me about, like a family that has that's just strapped for with their budget, I'll just try to help them. Like, look, I know you need to solve this. You can't afford us, but this is what you should do. And that's also why, like, the being able to offer DIY, selling them your materials and things like that, just to say, hey, here, do this, and you'll be in good shape. Those are all parts of it.
You know, and I'm glad you hit on that. So Nick is distributing the high octane yard drain pipe. He's got everything, the catch basins, the pop-ups, the leaf filters, and the pipe to ship it on a pallet to a homeowner is super expensive. I mean, your average shipping cost on a pallet anywhere in the US is unfortunately like $400, $450 to ship a pallet. You can help them with that. I know that you have acquaintances, a network, a friend that has a trucking business. I mean, you guys come in here with your own semi, we load you up, and you get the material to North Carolina as economically as you possibly can. The DIYer is going to save some money. Instead of paying $400 for a pallet to put your pipe on and ship it from Michigan to North Carolina, you're going to be able to do something for them. And of course, there's still a cost to get it from Michigan to your yard, even with that, semi truck that you're buying, but you're reducing the cost by not putting it on pallets, because we can only ship 4 coils of pipe on one pallet. You're able to get 130 coils in a full semi.
Right. Yeah. It works out really well. So us buying in bulk helps our folks here that just want to buy one roll. They only want that. That's typically what our customers want, just 1 or 2 rolls. And so, yeah, we're here for that as well.
So you pretty much install year round. I wanted to also touch on that. You take some time off around the holidays like everybody, spend some time with family, but for the most part, you're year round.
Absolutely. We got a little taste of that Michigan weather last couple weeks. So we didn't get used to this. We had a really hard freeze for us. And we got our first taste of everything freezing, because it rained and then it got to like 14 degrees. That's no fun. We can't really do much with that. So we don't normally have that. So we're able to work all throughout. So we're on a project today. Actually, today we have some weird warm weather. It's awesome. I'll take it. But we're all throughout the year, and outside of raining or really bad weather, we're just out there. We just keep on going.
Well, I can't thank you enough. I want to thank you for coming on. I want everybody to know Nick came on a year ago. We got a full season under our belt. We're looking forward to this year. We have a certain network of contractors that we trust. We'll put our name next to, and we consider you the French drain man of North Carolina. We're going to keep giving your name out to all the callers that call into we get a ton of DIYers that call into our office, and we're happy that we have you to represent. If you have Nick's crew this cohesive group come and put in your yard drain system, you're going to have a really good experience.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you for your support, and looking forward to growing together here.